The leader of the largest democracy met with the leader of the oldest democracy. The bilateral meeting between the two leaders was held in the Oval Office at White House. This was PM Modi's first meeting with Trump after the US leader assumed office on January 20th this year. What happened though? That's what we are going to discuss today. Hello and welcome to What Is This? Earlier, Mr. Donald Trump announced tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports beginning on March 12th. He imposed 10% tariffs on goods from China and announced a 30-day hold on tariffs on goods from neighboring countries like Canada and Mexico. Trump also announced that his administration will soon impose a reciprocal tariffs on trading partners, opening new fronts in his global trade war. While signing the executive order at the Oval Office, Trump said India has more tariffs than any other country. That was the status quo when Mr. Modi met Mr. Trump. But what happened was heartwarming. Welcoming PM Modi at the White House with a warm hug, Mr. Trump said, "We missed you a lot." He also said he is really doing a great job in India. Everybody talks about him. He is doing a really fantastic job. He is a great leader. I'm thrilled to welcome my friend PM Modi. He is a special man. Trump continued that Prime Minister Modi has been a friend for a long time. Lauding Modi, the US President said, "He is a much tougher negotiator than me, and he is a much better negotiator than me." Much tougher negotiator and much better negotiator. There is not even a contest. Mr. President Trump said. He praised Mr. Modi and wrote in his book Our Journey Together, which he presented to the PM Modi, "Mr. Prime Minister, you are great." At the same time, Mr. Modi congratulated Trump for becoming the Prime President for a second term and recalled the upward trajectory of India-US relations during the American leader's first stint at the White House. "I firmly believe that in your second term, we will work with more speed," Mr. Modi said. Mr. Modi also played on Trump's MAGA or Make America Great Again, the catchphrase, saying he was determined in MAGA to make India great again. Then the two leaders discussed defense, trade deals, H-1B visas, immigration, innovation, and lot more. Let's discuss about the top 10 matters these two leaders talked about. First one is on Mission 500. $500 billion trade by 2030. We have set ourselves the target of more than doubling our bilateral trade to attain $500 billion US dollars by 2030. Our teams will work on concluding very soon a mutually beneficial trade agreement, Mr. Modi said at a press conference after a meeting with President Donald Trump in Washington. Second one, the deportation rule. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated that India stands on the illegal immigration issue and said that if people are living in the US illegally, India is ready to take them back. He also said that illegal immigrants are generally people from ordinary families who are shown big dreams, and most of them are misled and brought to the United States. While extending support to US President Donald Trump on this matter, he highlighted that the need to destroy the whole ecosystem from its roots to end human trafficking. Our bigger fight is against that entire ecosystem, and we are confident that President Trump will fully cooperate with India in finishing this ecosystem, Mr. Modi said. His comments have come weeks after India accepting the return of 104 migrants brought back on a US military plane for the first time after Mr. Trump became US President for the second time. The third one is the announcement of the extradition of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack accused Tahabur Rana to India. PM Modi appreciated the decision and said, I'm thankful to the President that he has decided to extradite a criminal to India who committed genocide in 2008 in India. The courts in India will take proper action, he said. Fourth one is US providing F-35 fighter jets to India. With this deal, India would join an elite club of countries that include NATO allies, Israel and Japan, that would be allowed to buy the F-35 fighter jets. Mr. Trump said, starting this year, we will be increasing military sales to India by many millions of dollars. We are also paving the way to provide India with the F-35 stealth fighters ultimately. Trump also said India is going to reform its laws to boost the entry of US nuclear technology. He added that this important deal on energy will make the US a major supplier of oil and natural gas to India. The fifth one is PM Narendra Modi spoke about his vision to make India great again, MEGA, the phrase inspired by Donald Trump's signature campaign slogan, Make America Great Again, MAGA. Mr. Modi said in a post on X after the meeting, President Trump often talks about MAGA. In India, we are working towards a Vikshit Bharat, which in American context translates into MEGA, Make India Great Again. And together, the India-US have a mega partnership for prosperity. Sixth one is on Indo-China issue. President Trump addressed ongoing conflicts, including the India-China border tensions. The US President said, I look at India, I do see this skirmishes on the border, which are quite vicious, and I guess they continue to go on. If I could be of help, I would love to help because that should be stopped. Seventh one is about Russia-Ukraine war. Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcomed the efforts made by US President Donald Trump towards resolving the Russia-Ukraine conflict and reiterated India's position that the conflict should be resolved on a negotiating table. He said, I have always been in close contact with Russia and Ukraine. I have met the leaders of both countries. Many people are in a misconception that India is neutral. But I want to reiterate that India is not neutral. We are on a side. We are on a side, and that is peace, Mr. Modi said. Eighth matter is on 123 Civil Nuclear Agreement. The 123 agreement is about cooperation for peaceful uses of nuclear energy. The leaders announced their commitment to fully realize the US-India 123 Civil Nuclear Agreement by moving forward with plans to work together to build US-designed nuclear reactors in India through large-scale localization and possible technology transfer. Ninth one is about civil space cooperation. The leaders hailed 2025 as a pioneering year for US-India civil space cooperation with plans for a NASA-ISRO effort through Axiom to bring the first Indian astronaut to the International Space Station, ISS. They are also optimistic on the early launch of the joint NISAR mission, the first of its kind to systematically map changes on the Earth's surface using dual radars. They call for more collaboration in space exploration, including long-duration human space flight missions, space flight safety, and sharing of expertise and professional exchanges in emerging areas, including planetary protection. The leaders also committed to further the commercial space collaboration through industry engagements in conventional and emerging areas like connectivity, advanced space flight, satellite and space launch systems, space sustainability, space tourism, and advanced space manufacturing, etc. The 10th one is on Quad initiative. Prime Minister Modi looks forward to host President Trump in New Delhi for the Quad Leaders Summit, ahead of which the leaders will activate new Quad initiatives on shared airlift capacity to support civilian response to natural disasters and maritime patrols So these are the things, and let's have a first recap. The $500 billion bilateral trade, deportation of illegal immigrants, extradition of Mumbai terror attack accused, providing F-35 fighter jets to India, MAGA to MEGA partnership for prosperity, Indo-China issue, Russia and Ukraine conflict, 123 civil nuclear agreement, civil space cooperation and Quad initiative. These are the top 10 matters the two leaders discussed during their meet. The meet was ended in a sweet tone. Will it bear sweeter fruits? We have to wait for the future to deliver the answer. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.